Hello everyone, happy June. I want to reflect on a story that is going to seem salacious, but I want to take the salacity out of it as much as possible. I know that's no fun, but hey, you know, it's not what I try to do around here. But I do want to comment on the story in and of itself, because this is a story that has made waves. This is something that has been picked up by mainstream media. I went and typed in MomTok, that's MOMTOK, which was and I think still is. I believe they're still around, even though there's been a lot of hubbub and a lot of drama, and things seem to have fallen apart amongst this particular clique of people. But when it was up and running, MomTok, and that's Talk TOK, was this fairly active group that got a lot of viewers, had amassed quite a following on TikTok, hence the name MomTok TOK. So this was a group of young married women in their late 20s, living in Utah, apparently, seemingly from what I can tell, generally pretty affluent, all rather attractive, all married, and I think most of them married with children. This scandal arose. Well, first of all, it seems that this group came to be notorious, if you will, for making these videos, which were, you know, somewhat suggestive, or, you know, at the very least cheeky, we could say, but also perhaps suggestive, perhaps I would say definitely inappropriate for young mothers. There's one video where they're doing a sketch where they pretend to be the plural wives of one man, and they do a cheer routine. I think taken from the movie Bring It On, and they're like sort of scantily dressed, definitely for Mormon ladies, scantily dressed, you know, wearing sports bras and you know, moving their hips around, being provocative generally. And so they have a lot of videos like that where they're, again, you know, they're in their late 20s, but they're basically acting like college girls gone wild, or high school girls, you know, just doing the sort of typical TikTok, hey everybody, look at me, I'm a sexy lady, so follow me on TikTok, which seems to be, you know, 60% of TikTok, frankly, which is why I'm not on TikTok anymore. I think it's a vast wasteland, and it seemed like at one point to me that there was some possibility with that site, with that format, and some people were doing actual creative things with it, but for a lot of them it's just about people angling for attention, and mostly women, I should say, looking for attention, you know, showing off their wares, and using it to get attention, and maybe, you know, I think it can be monetized. There's probably a way to make money off of it. I don't know if it's like, it's certainly not full-fledged OnlyFans type of stuff we're talking about here, but definitely not a format, not a venue that's encouraging the best in female behavior. And this is a particular group of people, you know, conservative Utah, you know, the reddest of red states, and these women in their late 20s, wives and mothers, just not acting like, not acting in a particularly classy or mature or responsible manner. But then things got kicked up a notch where one of these ladies, and I use the term lady loosely, of course, one of them eventually claimed that there was some partner swapping going on, that amongst these married women and their husbands, they were engaging in swapping of partners. But it was or what's called swinging, but it was something supposedly that they called soft swinging. Soft swinging, and I didn't know this until just yesterday, because why would I know this, right? But why would I know the distinction between one kind of swinging and another? But soft swinging, it seems, is when you're married and you willfully get together with other people who are also married. You swap husbands, you swap wives with other people, and you do everything but the deed, right? You make out, you do whatever, but there's no penetration. That's what soft swapping is. So you're welcome. I've educated some of you today on that. But it seems that again, according to some of the members of this group, this MomTok group, who are already on the, what the kids call sus side for the kind of videos that they were recording and the way that they were behaving on this venue, that according to some of them, this was going on. And according to apparently one of them, it was taken farther than that. It was, she actually had a full-on affair with someone else, and now she and her husband are divorcing. And kids are involved, so this is not. It's never harmless. I don't think behavior like this is ever harmless. But when you've got young families like this raising children in what's supposed to be a church-going, conservative, marriage-oriented, family-oriented environment, and you've got things like this happening, it's disheartening. Now, one hopes that, and I'm somewhat of an aficionado of Mormon culture and of Utah. You may remember I made a trip out there. I think that was on my old channel, and was at one time really interested in the Mormon faith, the Mormon doctrine. I never converted, obviously, but I would say there was a time in my young 20s when I might have been most tempted to convert, because it offers a very attractive culture. You see in the midst of all the degeneracy that we have in most of Utah, you have these families that don't say anything worse than heck, and they get together, they have their family nights on Monday nights, and I know there's a dark side to it. I'm not meaning to overpraise it or anything. Obviously, if I thought it were the truth, if I thought it were the best thing ever, then I would have become a part of it, which I didn't. But there's something really disconcerting about the fact that the degeneracy has found its way deep into this supposedly very conservative, very family-friendly sort of environment. And I'm sure that those living within the culture can speak more to these MomTok people and who exactly they are, what they represent, how they are looked upon by. I know that the typical LDS member in good standing can't look at these people very with a lot of certainly not with approval of any kind. But they weren't. I mean, they were using profanity. They're just as vulgar as, you know, as the rest of our wretched, degenerate country. Well, I'm exaggerating a little right now, but you know what I'm saying. These people who one would hope would be held to a higher standard, you know, and attractive, let's be frank, white women in the midst of Mormondom, in the midst of Deseret, as they used to call Utah, to be up to these kinds of antics and doing these kinds of things, behaving in this kind of way. I know it's just one group of people. I know it's not representative of the culture generally right now. At least one hopes not. But what is this? It does leave one with the question: what is this? What is the state of of the white woman today? You know, when even in the midst of a culture like that, that's supposed to protect them from the worst of what our culture is, there's still this kind of behavior. There's still this kind of deeply objectionable. Even taking the swapping part out, this is not a group of young women that's behaving the way that a group of young women should be behaving. And I'm not saying that in kind of, you know, I'm a man shaking my fist wagging my finger at the woman folk kind of way. I'm not. It's not. I don't mean it in that sense. I just mean it's pretty. It's all pretty appalling. So what do y'all think? What's to make of MomTok? And if you want to look it up, just type in MomTok. You'll find out all that you need to know, all that you want to know, and probably a lot that you don't want to know. So let me know what y'all think. Thanks for watching.